What is up, guys? Today I'm back here with another video, and it's going to be on things not to do with your leopard geckos. Let's get started. Okay, so the first thing you don't want to do with your leopard gecko is whenever you go to pick it up, don't be per se kind of aggressive towards it and just be throw the lid off, reach in there, grab your gecko, pick it up, hold it all jacked up. You should gently go into your tank, scoop up your gecko, and hold it. Not got my gecko. And another thing is be very careful when you hold them, because their tails can fall off, and I mean they'll grow back, but they'll grow back all funky, and it can cause a little bit of problems, but it usually should be fine. But still, you don't want your gecko's tail to fall off. You'll have to give them more nutrition, because that's where their nutrition is stored, is in their tail. Next thing, you don't want to keep your leopard geckos on sand, because sand is, they can get sand impaction, because whenever they eat their food, like a cricket or a mealworm, the sand will get in their stomach and can clog stuff up. Another thing is, you do not want to use a heat lamp for your leopard geckos, because most people who have a leopard gecko know this or should know this. A heat lamp does not work. They do not take in heat from their stomach, or they do not take in heat from their back. They take in heat from their stomach, so you need a heat pad from underneath. And also, no heat rocks. Heat rocks are very bad for any reptile. They're trash. You do not want them. They can burn your reptiles. Give them thermal burn. It's really painful for the reptile, and it's sad for you to see your leopard gecko or any reptile for that matter of fact suffer. Make sure you use water that is not city water or chlorinated water. You want distilled water, or you want to take Reptisafe and put it in your water, because city water it's got chlorine in it. It's bad for your geckos. They're not supposed to drink that. So any reptile is not supposed to drink that. Don't you wonder why it kills fish? Another thing is, make sure you help your leopard gecko get shed off of its feet. You don't want to just let it do everything on its own and then just not look at it after it sheds, like a lot of people do. Because a lot of people, when they do this, they're like, oh, they shed on their own. The leopard geckos will get the skin stuck around their toes and it won't come off, and you usually have to help them get it off, and they will lose toes from that. Also, you have to help them get it off of their heads sometimes, and their eye caps. You can't use just one hide, unless it's like a really big hide that you can make a moist side and a warm side on, like my leopard gecko spot. You need part of a hide or a whole nother hide to have a moist spot with moss, damp paper towels, or like eco earth or something like that, so the leopard gecko can go in there and get all that shed off and have a nice successful shed and not have any stuck shed. Underfeeding and overfeeding. You don't want to overfeed your gecko, because it will get fat, and you don't want to underfeed it, because you'll easily be able to tell when you're underfeeding or overfeeding. If you're overfeeding, it's going to be a really fat gecko, and you're going to be able to see fat rolls on its front legs. Behind it, there'll be fat rolls. And if you're underfeeding a leopard gecko, then its tail is going to be very melon, and it's not going to be very nutritious. It's going to be very skinny and small, and it should not be like that. Leopard gecko's tail should be fat. That's where they store their nutrients. Make sure you clean out your leopard gecko's feces. You don't want to leave that in there. Their pee's really acidic-y, and their poop and all that, and you don't want them living in their filth. It's really easy. Just quit being lazy and take the time to do it. They poop in one corner of their tank, and they keep that corner all the time. So just quit being lazy and get a scoop or something and get it out and throw it away. You do not have to do this, but I recommend it. Your leopard geckos, they will not be tame if you don't hold them. So I would recommend you hold them some, just so they get used to you, and be gentle with them when you go about holding them. I will upload another video on how to handle leopard geckos and tame them, but that's going to be a later date. So just try to hold them some to get them used to being held, so they'll like you. Like my leopard gecko Blizzard, sometimes I can just lay my hand in there and immediately comes out and crawls up on my arm. But just make sure you do that, guys. And if you follow these steps of what not to do, and I will make a what to do video sometime, you should have a very healthy, happy leopard gecko. So hope you guys like this video. Please smash that thumbs up button, click the bell icon for updates. I do a video every day. All y'all's guys' support is wanted and needed. Please comment below, and I will reply back. See you guys next time.